Hello everyone, here is Group 12, and this is our MPU project, which is Corporate Social Responsibilities MPU 3343. This is our group members. We have Maslina and me, Seng Ying Chi, Lim Xing Yen, Tan Li Yen, and Ng Wei Jie. Our chosen company is AirAsia. AirAsia is a Malaysian multinational low-cost airline. It operates international flights and schedules domestic to more than 165 locations in 25 countries. There are three areas of AirAsia's CSR initiatives, which are the environment, consumers' rights, and raising awareness. For the environment, AirAsia commits CHG emission reduction, water management, energy management, and waste and paper consumption management. Next, for the consumers' rights, AirAsia continuously works hard to provide the most easiest and efficient channels for customers to access its services. Lastly, the raising awareness, AirAsia has partnered up with the National Cancer Council Malaysia to raise funds for Malaysian cancer patients and impart to Malaysians the dangers of this disease. Next slide, please. Now is the part of CSR initiatives aims. The Value the Waste project initiatives aim to manage environmental waste and provide healthcare access. In 2019, the AirAsia Foundation has done the visit to Malang, Indonesia. AirAsia Foundation has helped in funding a second clinic, paying for setting up the building, buying necessities and equipment needed. This has helped a lot in taking care of their health problems, as the treatment at the clinic is free. CSR initiatives are carried out with the aim of achieving human rights. Human rights are a key principle in both the SDGs and AirAsia's Sustainable Manifesto. This principle is applied in the company through merit-based hiring and career development opportunities, as well as human resource management. This is reflected in the company's fair and open recruitment and career policy, which aims to achieve workplace diversity and inclusivity. Lastly, AirAsia has done a CSR initiative called Knows the Sign. It is an anti-trafficking initiative, and it is trained to the staff to recognize signs of trafficking and respond appropriately. The company aims to protect consumers' rights. The company is also constantly working to provide the most efficient and user-friendly channels for customers to access its services. Next, I will pass it to another group member, Xing Yan.
Thank you, Yingji. So next, I will be presenting on how the CSR initiatives benefit the stakeholders. So first of all, it builds customer loyalty, as 55% of customers willing to pay more and they want to be part of the CSR initiatives. And this retain loyal customers. And next, it improves AirAsia's brand value, as AirAsia being socially responsible and bring happiness to their customers, and they care more than just profits. That's why most of the customers, they trust the company. And lastly, it boosts employee engagement, as most of the CSR activities need employee assistance in that, and this will make the employee feel valued and appreciated. And at the end, it will improve the teamwork of the employee and within the company and the engagement level of workforce. Next slide. Next, the outcomes of the CSR or sustainability initiatives. First of all, it positively impacted the environment, as AirAsia reduced 82 kg of fuels and 258 kg of carbon dioxide emissions per flight. And this is due to the GHG emission reduction initiatives. And secondly, the AVS chatbot was created, and this was due to the consumer rights initiatives. And thirdly, waste and paper consumption are being reduced. For example, the BYOCCC campaign, which is as known as Bring Your Own Cup, Container and Cutlery, was introduced. And lastly, the AirAsia Magna campaign. This was successfully done by conducting the raise 300,300 ringgit for the National Cancer Council of Malaysia, which is as known as Magna. Next slide. The Sustainability Development Goals, which is as known as SDG, that were incorporated. First of all, the SDG goals, number 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. In these initiatives, the AirAsia reduced waste and paper consumption and also enhanced the consumer's experience by creating the AVA chatbot. And next, number 12, the SDG goals, responsible consumption and production. In these initiatives, AirAsia saved water consumption on aeroplanes and also the creation of the BYOCCC campaign, which is as known as Bring Your Own Cup, Container and Cutlery. And thirdly, number 11, the SDG goals is sustainable cities and communities. In this initiative, AirAsia created the AirAsia Magna campaign. And also lastly, number 13, the climate action. In this initiative, GHG emission reduction. Next slide. The CSR initiatives was self-sustaining. For example, the GHG emission reduction, it is cost saving as it reduced fuel consumption and also the AirAsia's aircraft fuel expenses decreases, and it is shown in the income statement. And secondly, recycling, there is no additional cost and the initial was cost friendly. And lastly, the AirAsia Magna campaign, it is able to raise 300,300 ringgit for National Cancer Council of Malaysia, which is as known as Magna, and it is able to save more lives and create positive impacts on cancer patients. Next slide. And next, I'm presenting on ways on how the CSR initiatives can be improved. So first of all, AirAsia can partner with other companies to raise additional funds to the heart disease patients instead of cancer patients only. So they can reach out to more targeted benefactors. And secondly, they can focus more on CSR programs that aim at conserving the environment. For example, AirAsia can start a carbon offset program where the company provides resources to organizations that support environmental protection through various activities such as forest rehabilitation, tree planting, and development of greenhouse projects. That's all from me. Passing on to Lian.
Thank you, Xingyan. So in the following slides, we will be proposing on our new proposal for AirAsia. Next slide. So the new project title is called Joyfulness with AirAsia. Next slide. So to begin with the proposal, the 3 bottom line framework is important because it will be used to measure the success of the company. So we will be talking on the first P. The first P stands for people, which AirAsia will be providing students from the underprivileged backgrounds with free or discounted flight tickets so as to offer them with educational experiences. And for that, it will comes with comfortable flying experience for them. And next, we will be given safe and secure working environments to the employees, which will also give them competitive wages and also opportunities. And the second P stands for planet. The planet, that AirAsia will be adopting the same initiatives such as using a number of fuel-saving measures, for example, using more efficient aircraft and engines for their daily operations. And the second one is waste reduction initiatives. So AirAsia will be working or partnering with local charities and local food banks to donate the leftovers meals to those in need. And for the energy-wise, AirAsia will be using renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power. For the third P, it stands for profits. So Asia is committed in providing their shareholders with a steady returns on their investment as they are using cost-saving measures, such as previously stated, by using more efficient aircraft and also engines. Moreover, the company can also implement a number of initiatives to increase the company's revenue. This can be seen from the company as they are offering competitive prices and also providing customers with a wide range of services. Next slide, please. So in this project, it will be addressing two of the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. So for the first one is quality education, which is SDG 4. The SDG is about ensuring all learners acquire the knowledge and skills needed to promote for the sustainable development. So this project will allow the students to participate in educational and cultural experiences that they would not have been able to participate, maybe due to the financial constraints. And the second SDG that will be achieved is reduce inequality, which is SDG 10. It will be focusing on reducing inequalities between and within the countries. By providing this project, it is hoped that it will bridge the gap between those who can afford to travel and those who cannot travel. Next slide. So the project will be bringing several importance to the society. So the primary importance is that it will provide the students with affordable air travel. This will enable students to travel to different parts of the world for educational, cultural, and also recreation purposes. This would also give them the opportunity to broaden their horizons, which lead them to gain knowledge and experiences from their personal point of view, because they can view from their perspective. Besides that, the project will also provide the students with the opportunity to experience different cultures. So by traveling, the students can get a better understanding of the world and its people, because it will foster them to have a sense of global citizenships and also responsibility, as they can learn to appreciate the diversity of the world. And the third one, this project can stimulate the tourism industry. This can create jobs and opportunities for the local economy, as the students will travel to other countries and learn about different cultures and attractions. And apart from that, it will increase AirAsia visibility in the local community, because this project will definitely attract more customers to the airline, which can in turn help them to generate more revenue for the company. This can create a positive image for AirAsia in the local community, because it will demonstrate that the company commitment is to giving back to the community. Next, I'll be passing on to Lina.
Thank you, Lian. Now I will continue with the project description. This project aims to partner with local schools, universities, and NGOs, as we aim to provide free and discounted air travels for students, plus giving opportunities to students who come from low-income families. However, we aim to allow students to visit university colleges in other cities and countries. Lastly, we like to give students the chance to explore their options for higher education. This project has three objectives. Number one is help to reduce the burden of low-income families. Number two, help the students to achieve their dreams. And number three, help to cultivate talents in Malaysia. Moving on, we will discuss on the key activities. In order to conduct this project, there are certain key activities that should be done. Firstly, of course, is planning. We need a very strategic and systematic planning. Secondly is budgeting. We need to budget our time and how much funds do we need. Plus, we need to find collaborations and partnerships with other parties. Thirdly will be marketing plan. Marketing plan is for us to create awareness regarding our campaign. And lastly will be risk management. Risk management is crucial, as we do not know anything bad can happen during the project, and so we need a backup plan for it. Now, the target audience for these projects are students from low-income families aged 17 to 21 years old and who are interested in studying overseas. The estimated duration for this project is 5 years. As we can see, we will initiate this project on the 20th of December because that will be AirAsia's anniversary and it will be more impactful for this project. We will start with year 1, which is 2023. We will launch Joyfulness with AirAsia. And moving on to the second year, which is 2024, we will fly our first batch of students. Year 3 will be 2025. We'll fly our second batch of students. Continuing to year 2026, we will fly our third batch of students. And year 2027, we will fly our fourth batch of students. This will be our fifth year. After we have completed our 5 years duration, we will then analyze this project for future generations. We will try to do some SWOT analysis to compare the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of this project and see whether we would like to continue it or not. Now I'll pass it on to Asia. Thank you.
So our estimate fund per year is 2 million. This cost is for 7 days trip. Each person costs around 39,500. It includes flight ticket, hotel fee, food and beverage, allowance, miscellaneous, and contingency money. Next slide. There are some initiatives that can be considered to make this project sustainable. First, AirAsia could apply for grants from the government or an independent grant-making foundation. AirAsia could implement a donation campaign for citizens to donate funds for this project. Besides that, AirAsia could collaborate with schools, universities, companies, and NGOs to embark on this project. AirAsia also could take 10% of each ticket to sustain this project. AirAsia could initiate a program where passengers could buy an extra flight ticket at a discounted price to support this project. Last, AirAsia could take a portion of their retained earnings to fund this project. Next slide. In this slide, I will talk about the expected result in short term and long term. First, students will receive quality education, which will have a great impact in their later lives. They will learn more knowledge and expand their insights as well. Next, it will help our company to differentiate from competitors like Malindo Air. It can be a unique and attractive benefit that can help differentiate the company from its competitors in the short run. It also can attract positive media attention for the company in the short run. This can increase public awareness of the company and its products or services, which can benefit the company in the short term by driving interest and sales. In the long run, it can improve the company's brand image and reputation, which can attract more customers and business partners. Therefore, a positive image is important for a company to have a good future. Next, it will build a pipeline of talent. A company can attract top talent from a wider geographic area. This can help the company build a pipeline of talents for its future workforce needs. Last, it can develop future business opportunities. They can build relationships and partnerships with educational institutions and organizations. Next. That's all for our presentation. Thanks for your listening.